What's up, graphic designers? It's Monday, it's March 27th. We got a lot of work to do today. And I apologize for being absent on Friday. You might be wondering where I was because you guys know I hate missing school. Well, I am delighted to say that we are the owners of new puppy. This is Remy. That's my daughter Sophia. That's Mason, who's being tackled by Remy. My wife and my 10-year-old son Caleb is off on the side. So we're very excited about this new addition to our family, but he's going to keep us busy. And me, maybe a little bit tired, so I may be pretty zonked by the end of the day, by ninth period. Oh, and there we are. So that's my new family. All right. And so what else do I know? I know that the year is winding down. We are now in the fifth marketing period, of course. What's on the agenda? This week, we're going to be doing marketing for Willy Wonka. That's the LTC performance that's making their premiere Friday, and there's a Saturday performance as well. We're also going to be doing creating posters for girls and boys basketball. We're going to do mixtape covers. We're going to do some marketing for the Lab Jazz Band, girls softball, boys baseball. We're going to do some comic art. And as always, if you're interested in doing something unique, something different, something independent where you're applying your graphic design skills as Ada and Kelly did back on Thursday. So you guys all went home early. These guys stayed in school and they were doing some cool marketing for Starbucks across the street. Kudos to them. And one other thing I wanted to chat with you today before we get into today's LTC marketing is this project that we did last Monday, I believe it was, where we were creating marketing for this, or reimagining this cover. And I urge you guys to sort of reverse engineer. I was not going to be spoon feeding you. Instead, I wanted you to take a look at it and see if you were able to sort of recreate it as best you could. So Bailey got a nice start. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. Here we got Chris's. Dexter, nice job. Gabby, John, Jordan. Here we got Kelvin, John. We got Mel. I really like that color scheme. I mean, everyone's doing a wonderful job. Thank you, Nicole Reed. I like that's some cool font right there. Sawyer, nice job. So Sawyer was able to apply layer masks, and he did it different from me. There's always so many different ways to apply techniques. There's always different strategies we can take. Many of you are curious, you're like, Droz, how exactly do we do this? Well, if we return to that video from January 23rd, and I press B, doing layer masks, right? What's happening is it's like cutting through, it's creating like a portal underneath it. All right, so that's layer masks. We already know about layer masks. How are we going to create something that looks a little bit like that? Well, I'm going to show you right now how to do that because we're going to want to apply like those kinds of ideas later on this semester in various circumstances. So here's what I'm doing. I'm just going to grab this city skyline. I'm going to copy. I'm going to return to Photoshop. We're going to paste it in. Command V, Command T to increase the size so that it looks a little something like this. And you guys, check this out. I can see that it looks like the city's got like an orange flavor to it, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to press Command J, Command Shift U, Command L always to apply levels. I'm going to press OK. We're going to pick a new color. And in this case, we can do, we'll do like that nice green. I'm going to press G, Command Shift N for enter for a new layer. I'm going to left click and press V. And then I'm holding Shift and I'm finding a blending mode as I'm cycling through that I think looks pretty cool. And I don't know what works best, but I'm going to go with multiply. Next, what we're going to do is create a new layer. I'm going to swap it so that white is on the foreground. Paint bucket. Boom. I also know, and I know that you guys know this, that when we apply our layer mask and we press B and we've got black in the foreground, we can create an outline that looks like a little bit like that, right? Oh, that was from the cool brushes that we did when we did the PSAT posters. I'm going to drop this down, and so let's say we could do something that looks a little bit like this. July, right? 6, and then Andrew Droz. But that doesn't look amazing. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to delete the layer mask. I'm going to add another layer mask. And here's what I know. I'm going to go to the type tool. I'm going to click once. I'm going to highlight it all. I'm going to press 6. I'm going to press check to confirm, Command T. And so you guys, this is what we should have been doing last week. We're going to set up the date, and then we're going to set up the name. And so July, check, confirm. And ideally, we'd want a heavier font, but whatever. It's not that serious. So the question was, what is the most efficient way of creating a like a layer mask. Well, what I know is if I command click the T on the 6, and Lola was saying something like this, right? And I hide this layer now, and I click layer 3. Well, what we can do, like we just saw a second ago, is if we're using that brush, the black brush, it creates like a hole, or it cuts right through it. Bam. That was pretty easy. I'm going to command click the T in July. I'm going to hide that layer. Bam. Would you look at that? That looks pretty nifty. So this is one way that you can go about creating this effect. We're going to be creating that effect again this spring as we work on the different sports marketing projects, the mixtape covers, and this week, maybe as we're creating marketing for Willy Wonka.